talk about. Just a little bit about us as a company. Some of the largest hospitals in the country are our clients. We're small in look and size, but we're one of the only organizations that actually has a hospital grade build out on the other side of our headquarters that I'm going to show you. When it comes to healthcare, I talk to the CEOs of hospitals, the top surgeons of hospitals, and all of that. And I came from the same upbringing that you all came from. And what I will say is, just like any other career that you see, it pays good, it feels good, especially to be respected from all the backgrounds that we come from. The beautiful thing about what I'm about to show you is that most places make you have to go through bachelor's, associates, masters, and doctorate just to kind of get into healthcare. When you think about healthcare, what are the positions y'all think about? What'd you say? And, okay, so a nurse. Okay, who else? Who else? What'd you say? A CNA. I like that. Who else? RN, nurse. Okay, that's another nurse. So we said 3 nurses.
Isaiah, what do you say? Because you planning to go
said doctor.
Yeah, phlebotomist.
Phlebotomist. Okay, anybody else? So these are all of the things that are just patient focused. Dealing with a patient, taking blood, nursing, but none of us are actually taught the other side of healthcare, and that's the operations, the business side of healthcare, the money side of healthcare, the equipment side of healthcare, which is where a lot of the income is. It's on the other side. For me, the only thing I thought about healthcare was being a nurse or a direct doctor, a phlebotomist, or something like that. And I don't really like blood like that, so I don't want to touch nobody's blood. So I'm cool on that. Another thing was I didn't want to go to school for 1,000 years, and I ended up getting my doctorate. But I didn't want to go to school for 12 years. I just thought like, hey, going to medical school, trying to remember whose body does what blood does what, all those other things. It was a little bit scary. And for me growing up, I grew up as an entrepreneur. I always wanted to sell something, push something, do something, because I wanted to create my own life and environment. I had no idea that healthcare provided any of that, despite where you are. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. You can change the slide. So most people, when we think about taking our program, the only thing you think about is getting a job. And that's not what we teach here at SIPS actually at all. We teach you how to become a technician, but most importantly, we want you to become whatever you want to be. Yes, we do have people that came right off the street, got certified, and make 6 figures a year right now without a college degree, which is contrary to popular belief. Most people say you got to go to what? College in order to get the life you want. So you come into a program like this, y'all be on your phone like, man, I'm going to get through this. Okay, I'm going to just choose a path so Doc can get off my butt. Get my little degree, going about my business. But the truth is, if y'all really understood the type of opportunities, and I'm actually going to show you, how many of y'all like to see numbers? Like, show me some numbers. Let me see opportunity. We're going to go over that. So one of the things that makes us different is that most programs, they only teach you how to be a technician. They only teach you how to be the frontline worker. Here at our company, we teach you how to be the leader of the hospital. So when people come in through our organization, they're first to get hired first, they're first to get promoted first, they're first to get leadership roles first, they're first to get opportunities to make 6 figures. And we have tons of people, again, with no college degree, that before they even hit 27 was making 6 figures a year. And most of your friends will be finishing college trying to find their first job, when a lot of you could have went through the trade route and actually start learning how to be a business person in healthcare. But so we talk about sterile processing. Every surgery in America depends on sterile processing. We clean, we inspect, we assemble, and we sterilize surgical instruments. So when you think about a surgery, what do you all think about? What do you think about when you think about surgery? The surgeon, okay. And instruments going in your body. Making sure they're clean. How many of you think that the instruments are new every time? They're not. They're not new at all. Matter of fact, somebody can have some type of disease that is infectious that just had a surgery right before your surgery. And if those instruments aren't prepared, and taken care of, now that new person can have that same infection. So everyone thinks about the surgeon, but nobody ever thinks about the person that makes sure the surgeon is all right. And so that's the position that we in. We like kind of playing like Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. Like the surgeons, Michael, we like being Scotty. I like to be the second man in charge. I don't want everybody in my attention. I want to get to the bread, but I don't want all the responsibilities. That's exactly the position that we play. And it's a great position to play, especially when you don't have to deal with seeing patients every day. For me, I'm cool with that. I don't want to be the one that goes and tells a patient that you're sick or that someone's passing away. I don't want to be in that position. I want to be in a position that helps the hospital move forward. So what sterile processing is not, go back. It's not janitorial work. So if you look it up online, they show you us processing trays. It's not janitorial work at all. It's instrument preparation. It's not a side role. Surgeons stop working when SPDs stop working. It's kind of like the internet. You can't see the internet. You don't know that where the internet exists. However, if the internet stopped working, would all of us be affected? All of us would be affected. Social media, TikTok, all that stuff be gone. And the opportunities that you have just specifically in healthcare can be great because all of those things, you think about social media, content creator, all of that. I got a pretty sizable social media platform online. I don't know if it's big or not, but it's like 400,000 followers on all platforms. So I say all that, you think I'm capping?
No,
You know what
it's
I'm saying? I have to stunt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Look me up, Google me. No, so the point I'm making is anything that you want to become, you got to think about the industry you want to participate in. And none of us actually do. You think about being a content creator, right? So somebody say, hey, I like to make content, I like to edit my videos, I like to make sure I create opportunities for myself. But what industry? Nobody thinks about that. So what do you start doing? You start doing reactions. How many people got reaction platforms? Everybody. How many people got podcasts? Everybody. How many doing mukbangs? Everybody. How many doing hairstyles? Everybody. But if you think about learning healthcare and then you being a social media person that represents healthcare, that's an industry nobody's competing with. He looking like, hey, dog, talking my language. You know what I'm saying? But those are the things that you have to understand. As a matter of fact, you have people in healthcare with like 20,000 followers online, but get millions of views and make hundreds of thousands of dollars with less followers. Can somebody tell me why? Anybody? No competition. When you don't have competition, ads pay you more. You got 1 million people shooting the same content, ads pay you what? Oh. So even when you're thinking about the evolution of what we do, even in healthcare, the rise of social media is a big thing. That's something that you want to think about. Even if you talked about going through this process and you created content about your process of getting in healthcare, to do's, to not do's, what you're learning, struggling, up and down, there's so many people that will follow you that don't even know. Those are things you want to think about. And the next thing, it's not optional. Every hospital, every surgery center, every day needs what we provide. And they need in whatever way that you want to provide it. You good with your hands? We got opportunity. You want to get in tech? We actually built our own technology that's in hospitals all over the country from scratch. We have opportunities for you, but you have to learn the basics so we can show you the other worlds of healthcare. Go ahead, next. So let's talk about, somebody raised their hand and said, Doc, show me the numbers. Healthcare is a $5.3 trillion industry. 5.3 trillion. How many just want just a little piece of that? You don't want all of it, just give me a little sliver, right? That's what that is. And I'm talking to y'all from two sides. Yes, learning how to become a technician, learning how to grow in your position is there. But I see some entrepreneurship in some of y'all's eyes. I see some creative content in some of y'all's eyes. I see a lot of that in you. But a lot of that can be done in the industry. You just have to choose the right industry. That's it. You choose the wrong industry with all the talent you have, you're going to be hitting a brick wall. But if you choose an industry nobody wants to be in or nobody knows about, and you have that talent, you have unlimited opportunity, and that's what we have right now. 20 million Americans are employed in healthcare. There's so many people scared about having jobs. In healthcare, there's a shortage. There's a shortage in healthcare, even with everyone looking for a job, because everyone wants to look everywhere else. And some people would rather go do content and do mukbangs and make $3,000 a month than to make $8,000 a month going to the hospital. Same effort, same time, same energy, just where you're placing that talent. There's 1.6 million jobs that'll be created by 2033, and there's an 18% of the U.S. GDP. This simply means healthcare takes a huge chunk of all of the resources that our economy our country brings. Go ahead, next. So why is SPD a sleeper? One, what schools teach you? What's the first one they teach y'all? Huh? Be a nurse. What's the next one? Next. And the next one. It costs money. Take years. I don't know about y'all, but y'all didn't know this. Dr. Batson's my mother. Okay, I know. I look just like her. I know it. But this is my mother here, and we didn't have the money. She couldn't send me to college. She couldn't send me to a university. She couldn't, so I had to play ball to get a degree. Thank goodness I was able to get a full-ride scholarship. But what if I didn't have the opportunities? What if I was never exposed to sports? What if I had to graduate high school and didn't know exactly what I wanted to do? And to be honest with you, if I talk with y'all one-on-one, some of y'all will tell me, Doc, I'm really scared for real. And I just show out and I just act like I don't care because I really don't know where I'm going to go. Can I tell y'all something? Raise your hand if you're an adult in here and you felt that way. Raise your hand if you're an adult in here and sometimes you still feel that way.
True that.
I'm being honest. No, it's okay not to know. But what is not okay, it's not okay for you not to tell the people that care about you that you don't know. And it's not okay to be in a room where people are talking to you about opportunities and not know. And it's not okay for someone to teach about opportunities that all the stuff that you want to accomplish in life, I've done it. And I'm telling you, healthcare is the route. Healthcare is the route. Some of you got aspirations to drive fancy cars. I've had Porsches, Rolls Royce. I've been on jets. I've done all the things. My mother's here to vouch. Healthcare is the route to go because it teaches you how to ground yourself, learn fundamentals, things that you don't know, so that you can be able to take care of yourself so that you have opportunities to grow. Okay? I want y'all to understand that. All right, so next, what nobody teaches. Go back. SPD exists in every hospital. The entry requires what?
No degree.
No degree. We want you to get a degree, but it doesn't require you a degree to start. A lot of y'all may be in opportunities or situations like me. Your parents are like 17, 18, I need you to work. You got to do something. That's a lot of pressure. And it's not because they don't want you, it's because they can't afford to just keep doing that. So you don't have the option. I remember going to college and I came back home, I never had my own room in my entire life. Shared a room. Never had my own room. Went to college, I thought I was gonna get my own room. Guess what I didn't have? My own room. Then I got back home, not only did I not have a room to share, I was in the living room. Because that room turned into a closet. Yeah. But this right here, it allows for you to be able to get training, and not just training through a school or not through a junior college, but training with a company that has relationships with hospitals all over the country that does the work. So if you say, hey, Doc, I may start off as a tech, but one day I want to come take your spot. How can I be the president of this company? We got routes for that too. The question is, how do you see yourself and what do you want to see so you can grow? And the next thing that we're telling you is that SPD is the back door. Some of y'all know what the back door is. SPD is the back door to the industry. While everybody talking about nursing and everyone's talking about doctors and everyone's talking about phlebotomy, I ain't digging it. I'm just saying, go the route you're supposed to go. But there are other opportunities for you guys to be able to get in and see what you want to do and who you want to become. And you can be getting paid within a year. Imagine graduating high school and within a year you're making $40,000, $50,000 a year. Why are you doing content on the side? Why are you learning how to cut hair on the side? Why are you paying your own self to go through beauty school? Maybe you want to pay for yourself to take on an artist career, entertainment career. All of those things are there. I want you to understand that. Next. Now let's talk about the career path most programs want to show you. Everyone always talks about sterile processing technician, but they don't show you the other routes. The reason why they don't is because they can't help you get to the other routes. We can. So here, your first 2 years, you can be making what?
40 to 57,000.
How impactful would that be? 19, 20, making 40 to 57,000 a year. Let's be real. How impactful would that be? Very. Would you be able to help your mother, your pops, your granny? Absolutely. Would you be able to take care of your own stuff, buy the stuff you want? Yes. And if you stay at the house, You probably can get you some Supreme. I see you, Doc. You can step out and be like, man, what you mean? You talking about, you can do all that.
Yeah.
But this is what you want. But then here's the beautiful part. Here with our program, we teach you not just how to be a technician, but how to be a director early. So 40, the next role, lead tech, educator, what's it pay?
55 to 75.
Donnie, with D, came through our program. She became a supervisor. How fast?
6 months.
6 months, right, Lady D? 6 months. How much is that salary?
Close to 80.
80 grand. So she finished our program 6 months after finishing.
And that's an entry level.
And it's an entry level supervisor. So how much is that?
80.
80,000. 6 months after finishing. He looking like, Mom, now we talking. He looked at his mom like, 80, no, now 50, okay. Right? 80. Did she ever have any experience in healthcare?
She did not.
What was her industry first, Lady D?
She's a bartender.
Bartender.
Y'all keep talking, I'm about to take y'all.
No, watch this. No, you too, Mom. That's why I'm here talking. How old was she when she made a career change? Hold on, listen, y'all, listen. How old was she when she made a career change?
28 or 29?
28, 29.
Cause she
This-
kept just hopping jobs.
Yo, Mama, this ain't just for the kids. This for grown folk too.
I take them all.
Yeah, we take everybody because it's about letting you all know the opportunities that are out there. There are tons of jobs available in healthcare. We're showing you exactly how to do it. So, Mama, if you want a career change too, honey, you too. Supervisors, managers, 70 to 120. So imagine finishing a program and being with a company that was able to help you in 6 months to get there. Now, I'm not saying everybody gonna get there. So don't leave here and say, Mama, they told me I could make 100,000 in 6 months. Then I'm gonna say that's a scam. It is a scam. It doesn't exist. Because she did have some qualities. She was trained. She learned some things, communication skills that we teach you in the program when you're starting from scratch. But when you're thinking about that next move, that was the scariest decision for me. Trying to figure out, first of all, not only what college I'm gonna go. When I was a senior, I got my scholarships late. So I was like, man, I didn't hoop all my career. I don't know scholarships yet. I'm sweating, you know, trying to really figure out where I wanted to go. And if I had an opportunity like this, I would absolutely take it. And then a director role, how much is it saying?
95 to 170K.
Yeah. Y'all, this is a more sure route for you than starting content on YouTube. This is a more sure route for you than just Instagram. But what if you can do both? What if you can have a career that pays for the life that you want?
Right.
What if? What if based on how you currently are and how you progress, you can retire your mama just with your career? Like, these are the things that we have to think about. You only have small moments in your life where you have to make the right decision. You can goof off with a lot of stuff, but goofing off about your next stop will change your life.
Right.
I've had some of the most intelligent people, smarter than me, get themselves in trouble. They dead and in jail right now. Smarter than me. Would have ran circles around me. But one opportunity with the wrong people
Can take you there. Yeah.
can take you there.
Yeah.
Trying to be tough, and you really don't want to be tough. You just hear it. It's my partner. I got to stand on. What? What you standing on? Okay, next. So here's other stuff. You can, if you like, you want to be an infection preventionist. You're somebody, how many of y'all got OCD? You just don't like stuff out of place. I already knew you.